Good afternoon. My name is David Grothus. Today's date is August 6th, 2017. The title of my speech today is Important Points to Ponder by an American Citizen. The basis of our individual liberty and freedom in America is given to us by God. The basis of the government's authority to make and enforce laws is given by the consent of the people. The Constitution establishes the legal boundaries which government leaders must submit to at all times. All citizens have a duty to obey the laws made by Congress. There is just one major problem that a nation of rational citizens must answer. Does Congress have authority to not enforce a law which they passed? Do state employees have authority to not enforce a law passed by Congress? Police officers, sheriffs are sitting down and doing nothing, getting paid and not detaining the illegals. I'm talking about our nation's sovereignty being violated by more than 10 million people. Congress passed a law, a trespass violation, when an individual crosses our border illegally. Right now, governors in California and New York have decided to not enforce this trespass violation at the expense of the safety and security of thousands of citizens in their respective states. Our nation is adrift in a sea of personalities and opinions. Every person in the United States who is a citizen, regardless of their job title, president, governor, senator, representative, police chief, police officers, sheriff deputies, regardless of their job title, must obey all laws made by Congress at all times. The president's job is to be the executive of the executive branch of the government. That means he has a sworn legal duty to enforce all federal laws at all times, which are passed by Congress. He cannot enforce some federal laws and look over others. He must enforce all federal laws. He does not have the authority to not enforce a federal law. 10 million plus individuals have violated the United States sovereignty. It is the president's sworn legal duty to use a militia to repel this invasion. He is to have every single violator detained and deported. He cannot only choose individuals who have committed a second violation before they are detained and deported. They must be detained and deported after the first violation. Why does this matter to you and me? Do you want the government to collect taxes from law-abiding citizens and then fail to detain and deport 10 million plus violators of federal law to endanger your safety and security? Do you want to drive on roads filled with safe drivers? Do you want to stop hearing about drive-by shootings? Do you want to stop hearing about cars racing down the streets which end up getting into accidents and killing innocent American citizens? Do you want your schools filled with legal students? Do you want lower taxes? Do you want your car insurance premiums to go down? Do you want illegal aliens in jail deported so this cost of them being inside jail will be reduced and there'll be less burden on the American taxpayer? Do you want fewer car accidents in your community? Do you want to go to fewer funerals because of drive-by shootings? I have asked you directly a few serious questions to ponder and to answer. Do you love your wife? Do you love your children? Do you love your community? Do you love your liberty? If the government fails to enforce federal law made by Congress, and our president fails to understand his sworn legal duty to enforce federal law at all times, we, all American citizens, have lost our safety, security, and liberty from known violators of a federal law passed by Congress. Our nation has lost the only thing that gives American citizens the ability to pursue life, liberty, and happiness: the rule of law and the adherence to the enforcement of each law passed by a congressional vote. Right now, there are 50,000 American police officers, 20,000 sheriff deputies, 100,000 Army personnel, 100,000 Marines, 100,000 National Guardsmen getting paid each week to do absolutely nothing regarding illegal immigration. My question to you is, why not utilize these Americans to detain and deport 10 million illegal trespassers who have violated federal law? How can they get a paycheck and sit in their military bases and do absolutely nothing when there are 10 million trespassers in the United States? The President must honor his oath of office to uphold, defend, and enforce the Constitution of the United States from all foreign and domestic dangers. Every public leader who fails his legal duty to protect their community from illegal aliens needs to have a warrant for their arrest for insurrection. Every governor, mayor, police chief, and sheriff deputy who harbors and or aids one single illegal alien needs to lose their jobs, which they are not doing, and be convicted and sent to prison for sedition, harboring an illegal alien, aiding and abetting illegal alien, and acting in defiance of federal law. Innocent Americans who have been killed by illegal aliens have to thank government leaders and employees for their gross negligence of their sworn legal duty. You have a great day. Consider what I've shared with you and believe that you can make a difference. God bless and goodbye.